Hi friends, welcome back on here once again. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a delicious recipe, peanut stew. Sit back, relax and watch me. Thank you. So in the clean pot there, I have my protein. I have cow meat, kidney and also liver, well cleaned, washed. Now just season. Please use any protein of your choice. I'm seasoning with salt, fenugreek powder, star anise powder. I will also be adding in seasoning powder and also blended ginger, garlic and onions. I would now mix and allow it steam in its own juice until the water is almost dry before I'll add in more water. Use any protein that you prefer. While that is cooking, I went ahead to wash the peanuts, that's groundnuts. I'm now going to put them in the oven and let it roast. Back to the pot of meat. Here, I'm just going to check. Sorry, off camera, I added more water to allow it to cook properly. And it's like well done. The groundnut is also ready now. I'm just going to blend. The meat I'm not frying, but I'll put it in the oven for it to also grill. I'll blend these peanuts in batches with very little water. I also blended tomatoes, fresh paprika, and some scotch bonnet pepper. Sorry, I lost the clip to that. The groundnut is ready, well blended, smooth. Time for us to cook the proper stew now. In another pot now, I added in some sunflower oil and a little bit of red oil because I love the taste of red oil in stew. When the oil was red, I now added in some chopped or diced onions. I'll allow this cook for about 2 minutes. If you're still watching to this point, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to please click the like button. Click the follow button if you're watching from my Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and turn on post notification to all. Thank you so much. So this is the blended peppers, paprika, tomatoes, and scotch bonnet pepper I blended. Now I'm just going to allow this fry for about 20 minutes until it is well done. Then we'll come back to it. This stew can be enjoyed with about anything, but for me, my first preference is always with rice. So on the side, I am boiling rice. After 20 minutes, when the stew was well fried, I came back to it and I poured in, just like you saw me do, stock water from the meat. Now I'm going to pour in the peanuts that we blended. If you don't have peanuts from scratch, you can just buy peanut butter and do the same thing. I'll just stir and make sure that it is well mixed, and we're going to allow this cook very, very well for about 10 to 12 minutes so that it doesn't like make our stomach run or make us do a lot of number two. Okay, time for us to add the fish, and I'll cover and allow it cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. I added in bay leaf as well to give it a fine aroma. We'll come back to it after 12 minutes. 12 minutes later, now I'm setting the peanuts is well cooked. I add in the grilled meat and I'm going to just stir. Please ignore the splash. It's normal when you're cooking stew. I cooked again for another 5 minutes to allow all the sweetness of the meat to go into the stew. Now I'm just testing to see if I need to adjust any of the seasoning, but it was just perfect. I'll now add in some fresh leaves. If you have curry leaf, that's the best, like the first option, but I don't have that. So what I'm using now is actually basil. I'll just put that in and I'll turn off the gas and our soup is actually ready. So you can make the soup like lighter or even thicker, depends on how you prefer it. But for me, this consistency is just right. If you've watched to this point, I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Come join me on the table and let's enjoy this peanut soup together. I have another recipe on groundnut soup. Do look out for that as well. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.